Welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we're diving into a course prologue, a roadmap that's going to lay out the absolute fundamental concepts of workplace survival. As we go through these ideas, our goal is to build a rock-solid foundation together so you can understand what really makes a professional successful. You know, it's not just about the daily grind. It's about those invisible forces that literally dictate your entire career trajectory.
So let's just dive right in with a question. Are professional skills all you actually need to succeed? I mean, we spend years, right, mastering software, analyzing complex data, operating heavy machinery. But is that technical mastery really enough to guarantee career success? Well, consider this. Studies frequently show that a staggering majority of job failures, we're talking sometimes as high as 89%, are actually due to a lack of soft skills, not technical incompetence. Crazy, right? Let's unpack what the source material reveals about exactly why this happens.
To figure that out, we've got a 5-part agenda today. First, are professional skills enough? Second, workplace ethics and attitude. Third, 4 essential core competencies. Fourth, analyzing good and bad behaviors. And finally, establishing the learning framework.
All right, part 1. Are professional skills enough? Let's look beyond the technical. The source material makes one thing absolutely clear. Professional skills are definitely required. I mean, nobody wants an incompetent surgeon or an engineer who can't do basic math, right? But here's the thing. They're just the beginning. There's this super common misconception out there that technical abilities are the only things employers care about. In reality, your technical skills might get your foot in the door, but it's your non-technical skills that actually keep you in the room. Without them, even the brightest minds can find themselves totally sidelined.
Moving on to part 2, workplace ethics and attitude, the foundational concepts. When we talk about workplace ethics and attitude, we're really looking at the core concepts that guide your non-technical behavior. Think of it like the critical missing piece of the whole workplace puzzle. Look, your professional skills dictate what you do, sure, but your ethics and attitude dictate how you do it. It's the difference between just mindlessly executing a task and actually contributing to a thriving work environment. And really, wrapping your head around these basic concepts is the primary goal of your upcoming coursework.
Which brings us to part 3, the 4 essential core competencies.
The source identifies 4 specific things that every professional needs in their toolkit alongside their technical chops. First up is integrity. This means stepping up and owning a missed deadline instead of just shifting the blame to a coworker. Second, responsibility. This is all about realizing that your output impacts the entire organization. It's like a relay race. If you drop the baton, the whole team loses. Third is teamwork, because no matter how much of a genius you are, you can't launch a massive project in a silo. And fourth, basic workplace etiquette. That's the everyday professional courtesy that keeps the office from turning into a total battlefield. Put them all together, and these 4 elements are the absolute heartbeat of a positive work attitude.
All right, part 4, analyzing good and bad behaviors.
So, how do we actually learn to apply these concepts? Well, by looking at real-life examples. It's one thing to read a definition of teamwork in some dry textbook. It is a completely different thing to watch a scenario play out and instantly recognize that someone stealing their coworker's lunch from the fridge is a massive breakdown in basic etiquette. Or, on the flip side, seeing an employee quietly stay late to help a struggling peer, and knowing, right there, that's a perfect display of integrity in action. Contrasting these good and bad actions is exactly what bridges the gap between abstract theory and real, boots-on-the-ground professional conduct.
And finally, part 5, establishing the learning framework and setting the stage. Okay, here is the ultimate takeaway for us today. Step 1, grasp the basic concepts of workplace ethics and those 4 vital competencies we just talked about. Step 2, use real-life examples to analyze those behaviors. And by doing that, we naturally arrive at step 3. You've officially built your fundamental learning framework. You now have the mental scaffolding in place to understand exactly why non-technical skills carry just as much weight as technical ones. When you dive into the deep end of your studies later on, you're going to know exactly what you're looking for and exactly how to apply it.
I want to leave you with one final thought to reflect on as we wrap up this explainer. Now that your framework is built, what kind of professional will you choose to be? Are you going to be someone who only relies on their technical skills? Or are you going to be the complete package, someone armed with integrity, responsibility, teamwork, and a healthy dose of professional etiquette? That choice and the exciting journey of learning how to actually get there is entirely up to you.